feel like a villain. Life is a dream, but the door's not ending. To order the guys of love I'm sending. She don't want me for real, she protect me.
What's going on? It's your boy Shawn, aka ShawnShawn YC, and we back with a brand new video. Today's video, we got a reaction video, a crazy reaction video at that. Y'all heard about the lady who made $1 million by acting like a dog? Right, me neither. We about to see what's that about, you feel what I'm saying? But before we get into it, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on that post notification bell so you're notified every time I drop a banger. And follow the Twitch, that's gonna be right here. Or
there's a girl who's been acting like a dog. Have you heard of the girl who has made over $1 million by acting like a dog on the internet? And when I say acting like a dog, I mean walking on all fours in public, eating dog food, urinating on the floor, and drinking water out of a toilet bowl.
Oh no.
She's like a furry. If you haven't, her name is Puppy Girl Jenna. Something else that might surprise you is that I've known Jenna for nearly 4 years. First meeting her in Vegas when she was leashed up, collar and all, and I've since gone on to watch her become one of the most talked about things on the internet, being covered by creators like Cody Ko, Shane Gillis, and Hamas Piker. So come with me as I travel out to her doghouse in Austin, Texas to find out what Puppy Girl Jenna is really like.
Yo, if y'all was making bread by acting like a dog, y'all doing that? All you have to do is act like a dog, you just get $1 million. Not even, Matter of fact, what if you just getting bread and all you doing is acting like a dog? You doing it?
What's funny about it is it's just a girl acting like a dog. Jenna's gone viral for videos like these.
Bad girl, you know better than that. You pee outside. Bad girl, come on. Into your cage. Nope.
No.
Ever felt trapped by endless ads while watching your favorite videos?
What?
There's a way out with...
You know better than that.
And as shocking as some of those clips are, acting like a puppy is something that Jenna was doing long before she ever posted on the internet.
So very innocently, you know, as a kid, I would beg my parents to like throw a ball and I would like run after the ball too. You know, I would like be on all fours with the dog, like our childhood dog. I would beg my parents to like walk me out on a leash. In my mind, I mean, I'm a little kid, so like it's nothing like sexual or kinky or anything.
Because what, you're like 10 or 12 at this point?
Yeah, like it's just like very, very innocent. But I remember very distinctly when I was like 9, 10, my parents had kind of like a sit down with me and they'd be like, when is this behavior going to end?
And this behavior is not an anomaly. In fact, there are
She basically trained herself as like, she trained herself to be a dog at little. Like she was playing with the dog, getting chained up, all that. For me, she was just preparing herself to be a dog when she got older. This is crazy.
The people that are a part of the puppy play community, which is actually a subsect of the pet play community.
Within it, it's kind of like puppy play, kittens, you know, like the Neko girls, bunnies, foxes, like pretty much any animals. Horses are like one of my personal faves to watch. It's incredible. They like look like horses. That's probably my favorite, like to watch and to look at because it's just so intricate.
Are there other animal play communities? Like, are there?
That's low-key a kink for her. She liked
play
that
communities. That's like what came to my mind.
Stork play, that would be incredible. Probably, I mean, if you can think of it, it probably exists somewhere.
Look, I'm 28 years old, and I hadn't heard of this stuff until I met Jenna. So how did she find out about the puppy play community at 18 years old?
I didn't even know that there was a community out there of people who did puppy play until I was probably 18 at a rope convention. So like a shibari rope convention, and there was a couple puppies there. And we were talking, and I was like, wait, I like have been doing this since I was a kid. Like meeting people who are actually like interested in something that I was super interested in growing up. It was just kind of like a shock and like it felt good. I didn't feel as crazy.
So this isn't a gimmick. Jenna's been acting like a dog her entire life. But that begs the question, is her content a realistic representation of how she actually acts? In her free time, does she really eat dog food and drink water out of a toilet bowl?
A lot of what I produce online is kind of like laughing at this aspect of my life and my personality. Real people that really do puppy play don't really do what I do. You know, I'm kind of making fun of myself whenever I post, you know, the things that I do online. I would not classify what I do outside in front of other people as like a scene or play or anything like that. If anything, you can totally bash me for being a public nuisance. I will take that, and I 100% am.
You and I both, probably.
Yeah, a lot of people on the internet, yes. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to drink out of this bowl at this mall, or I'm going to, you know, be walked on the street. gonna sit here and I'm
I
gonna
ain't gonna lie, I think like that. Hold on.
And I both probably.
yeah, a lot of people on the internet, yes. I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna drink out of this bowl at this
Ooh.
mall, or I'm gonna, be walked on the street, or I'm gonna
like that. I
pose
see
in front
you
of
looking
like
at
this
it like
dog
that.
store, whatever. Like I felt like it was all a big joke.
Since her content is a parody of her real life fetish, I was curious to
Jenna
ask
to be
Jenna
my
what she
dog.
actually gets out of engaging in puppy play.
Puppy play for me is very much about like comfort and submission and like being taken care of. Like when I do it privately, it's not a sexual thing at all. So I very much play it out for the camera, and I think it's fun, and I think that it's, like super, but it's not as much of a turn on for me as a lot of people would think.
So, knowing that Jenna engages in non-sexual puppy play, I think it's important that she clarifies something.
Oh, a huge misconception that I think about just like puppy play in general, the type of people that overlap with like zoo and like zoophiles. I don't want anything to do with like a real dog. I don't want anything to do with a real animal in any capacity. I pretend like I'm a puppy. It's a headspace. I just want to be dumb and have fun and not have any worries in the world. But I do get a lot of questions about that, and I get a lot of requests from people about that, and that is never something that I will ever offer or entertain or anything. I find that despicable.
And while we're clarifying things, we need to address the infamous Puppy Girl Jenna death hoax.
The #1 search result when you type in Puppy Girl Jenna is Puppy Girl Jenna death.
Oh, so I didn't know about this until relatively recently, where there's like a whole bunch of people who are convinced that I died. And I found the article,
What?
and it's that I died of like carbon monoxide poisoning. Not even something cool. Like, could you make my death hoax like fun? And like, I don't know, like I could have gotten like rabies or something. Like that would have been funny. Like I could work with that, but just like carbon monoxide poisoning.
Before we get into Puppy Girl Jenna's career on OnlyFans and how she's gone about making millions of dollars, I wanted to ask her some
that's how
cool-ass
she
questions
getting
that have
up.
been bouncing around in my head.
Much like humans, dogs can be very territorial. Would you consider yourself having any ops in the animal kingdom?
The animal kingdom. Odds in the animal kingdom. Like real animals, like in general.
Yeah, is it like chihuahuas you might not like?
Oh,
Squirrels?
Oh.
It could be other dog breeds. It could be mice.
I do feel uncomfortable around squirrels. They are very like jumpy, jittery. When people used to ask me that question, I used to say cats, and I would allude to Belle Delphine because I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah.
I love her. She's amazing. Like shout out to Belle Delphine.
So, slaves, obviously bad in human form.
Oh.
How do you feel as a puppy girl owning a dog?
Oh, okay. Thank you. Really caught me off guard with that question.
No,
I
word.
was like, oh no, where are we going? Oh my god. Oh, that's good. Like if I ever get a dog, it's like, oh well, I'm just, my dog is getting a dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll
Just like puppy friendship.
yeah, puppy friendship, and just
It's not a slave thing.
No, I don't. I would no. For the record, I do not condone slavery. I do not in any capacity, in any form.
You might be wondering how a girl who's into non-sexual puppy play has made a career off sexualizing puppy play on OnlyFans. Well, let me introduce someone.
I'm here with Lorenzo Adams, correct?
Yes.
Nerdballer TV.
Like I need my
Nerdballer
lawyer
TV.
present here.
But you and Jenna have a relationship, correct?
That is correct. Yes, Your Honor.
They don't have just any relationship. Lorenzo is the mastermind behind the entire operation, creating a detailed marketing plan that utilized short-form content to drive traffic to Jenna's OnlyFans that Lorenzo manages. One of their most profitable videos was a short clip of Jenna urinating on the ground in public that they sold for $20 and was bought by nearly 10,000 people.
10,000 people buy that clip for like $20. That's like pretty insane. Like off that one like clip.
It's like $200,000. So my question is, for anyone out there that is judgmental towards Jenna, would you pee on the ground and film it for $200,000, or would you rather
Absolutely.
work your day job for 4 years for $200,000?
Into that, let me know. Me, I'm doing it. I don't give a fuck. I pee on the floor. Who gives a fuck?
Depending on your job, like I probably wouldn't quit a really good job for that one instance. You have to keep in mind there's a lot that goes into it. Like, how do you even get that many people to even know you have that, like that clip exists?
On the marketing end.
Or, you know what I'm saying? But like, there's people out there who would be willing to do that. And if you told them, okay, then go do it. Like, well, okay, I'll go pee, but now what? Like, how do I get that in front of that many people who are then also interested in purchasing it? So there's a lot more that goes into it to even get to the point where you can even monetize that type of content. It's not just as simple as like, oh yeah, I'll go pee if that many people would see it. Because even if they do it that once, then what? Like, what do you do after that? You take that money and then
pee again.
You have to figure out like how do you keep that momentum
peeing.
going and running and stuff like that.
What's fascinating to me is you had made a comment a few days ago or a week ago that you're not really even a content creator at heart, right?
Now, this surprised me to hear because Puppy Girl Jenna is not someone who actually enjoys her career as a content creator.
I look at myself and like my like goals and aspirations, and then I look at you or even at you, and it seems like content is like always like at the front of your brain, and like it's just like fascinating because like my brain just does not work like that at all. Like I think like long-term wise, like I don't feel like a content creator, and I feel like it's definitely like a detriment to myself, but I'm just out here having a good time.
Yeah, which is true. I mean, like at the end of the day,
like
she's like she didn't get into this because oh my god, I love making content. Yeah, and if honestly, again, if she really wanted to, like, she would be trying to collab with everyone, fly everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So we definitely try to produce the amount of content that she's comfortable with.
Yeah, I feel like when you commodify your personality, there is like a fine line between like, oh, I could make this much money, but at what cost to like my mental health and how much I enjoy my life.
I could have made like a lot more money, and I could be a lot more relevant, but I just like don't care.
With that said, the financial side of acting like a dog on the internet's got to be pretty enticing if she's been doing it for 4 years.
Being a human is not always the most lucrative career. How does being a dog pay?
That's good. I like how you worded it. I have been
I told you I have some dumb questions.
YouTube
She
Premium
fake
is
friend with
ad-free.
this nigga. She just laughing at everything this nigga
Exclusive
do. Like,
access to all things
his
VIP.
jokes is not
so
that
you can
funny.
super fan.
I have been extremely blessed in like my finances over my career. There was like a point in time where I was making like 6 figures a month, that's not a real number. Like it's just not like real. But like over the lifetime of my kind of business and everything, like I've been very
Stepping up her
fortunate
door
to
games.
make like over $1 million, and like that's insane. Like that is crazy to me that like so many people have
Puppy Girl
either
Jenna?
like supported me or thought that it was weird enough in order to be like, I'm kind of curious. I want to see what this is. So, again, I'm very fortunate. Most of the things that I'm able to do now, like I'm a avid reader. I love art. And so I'm able to like go take, trips across the country and go to museums that I've always wanted to go to.
Reading and traveling aren't the only interest that Puppy Girl Jenna has outside of her job. I want to show you
We
two
find out y'all niggas buy her OnlyFans to watch her bark like a dog. We found out.
favorite hobbies. The first of which is cooking.
All right, for those that didn't know, Jenna is actually an immaculate cook. Here's the breakfast spread that she has put out for us. What do we have here, Lorenzo? Break it down.
Yeah,
Honestly,
please.
this is like a light work for Jenna. This is not really anything crazy, but
That bread looks
still
burnt.
really good.
People might not know. I've been over here where they've had like an elaborate duck dinner. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah, that was crazy. I remember. I do remember that.
I personally think that Puppy Girl Jenna is probably the best puppy cook. The Puppy Girl Jenna
Not the
food
puppy
exclusive breakfast edition. You ain't know about that, boy.
I mean, it's nothing special. I mean,
Extravagant by my standards. I just whip up some scrambled eggs and I feel like I'm Chef Boyardee in that hoe.
Chef Boyardee.
Another hobby you might not expect the Puppy Girl to have is training and caring for birds.
Jenna is the proud owner of a, what is it called?
So he's a Camelot macaw. He's a second-generation hybrid between a Catalina and a Scarlet. He just turned a year in January.
The color on this bird is incredible.
10 year. So he's a blue-green Camelot. He has all these like beautiful blue-green
bird is
feathers. He's still a baby. He hasn't molted all of his feathers yet.
Give you
Yeah,
a little
that bird is
touch.
soft.
Oh, man, you soft. And
It's
you
a little soft.
Yeah. So have you learned anything about like animals or yourself or birds through owning this?
Patience. I've learned. I was up, 3 times a day feeding him, teaching him how to free fly, how to fly in general, how to walk around, how to perch. So I learned a lot of patience. And driving too, I had never driven farther than like Dallas.
Really?
From here, yeah, like now we've been to everywhere, like all the way up to like New England. I think was like my
Nah,
furthest
she's
that I
driving
drove with
for a
him. I think we
day,
did like
shit.
30 hours on the road just so he would be able to fly for a couple days.
Will he step on me if I put my arm out, or
We can try.
it won't offend him?
No.
I'll just do like a gesture towards his stick. I want to touch your hands. Oh, it's a handshake. Oh man, I love that.
I mean, I feel like it's not a ton different than having like a dog, you know? He's just a wickedly intelligent dog that can fly.
You feel like you relate to him in that?
Yeah, wait. Yeah, you're right. Not the flying part. That would be fun.
I'm sure this video would get a lot more views
Should've
and
said
be an
not the
easy
flying
slam
part.
dunk for me if I was negative to Jenna this entire time. But I think the reality of who she actually is and who she portrays herself to be online is really fascinating and worth showing you guys. Not to mention, Jenna and Lorenzo were actually two of the first YouTubers to be kind to me. I met them when I barely had 2,000 subscribers, and they let me into their home to do a house tour, and even took me out to an expensive dinner. So I would like to thank them for their kindness and also for the
Word. Shout out
opportunity
to
to film
Jenna
this.
and her
As
boyfriend.
always, the extended cut is on Patreon, and I would like to ask you guys, if you're not following me on Instagram and Twitter, please do so now. Post a lot of fun stuff on there, and we get the cold ass ride together. So I will see you next week. Thanks for watching. Peace. Well, yeah, this is a video I've wanted to do for 3 years, and I really appreciate you guys finally letting me do it and giving me your time. Is there anything else you guys want to plug? Say to the people out there?
Check out Lorenzo, Nerdballer TV. My stuff, I have a Twitter, Puppy Girl Jenna, my Instagram. What? Oh no, are you okay? Oh god. Oh.
So you're on YouTube watching how to make popcorn, but did you know there's a YouTube music app where you can listen?
Hey man, I act like a dog for $1 million. Word, let me know. But if y'all like that video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on that post notification bell so you're notified every time I drop a banger. And follow the Twitch, because we about to start streaming on Twitch. I'm going to keep saying it until y'all follow the Twitch. Word.
I feel like a villain. Life is a dream, but the door's not ending. So order the guys of love I'm sending. She don't want me for real. She